Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Cradle. Welcome to my nursery and art studio where I make hyper-realistic reborn and silicone dolls. And welcome if you are new here, and welcome back Cradle Crew and Cradle Crew members. Today I'm going to be putting together a beautiful reborn doll, and we're going to have a little bit of a discussion. So let's talk about the fancy reborn. I have my own website, but I also sell on reborns.com, and there is a huge number of newer artists over there. I noticed quite the influx in the last couple of years, and the biggest thing I notice is with the newer artists, but not all of them, I'm just saying some of them, a big thing that I've noticed is because they are newer at their craft, their dolls are not going to be as hyper realistic. That's a given. Everybody starts somewhere. I didn't love my work for like the first 2 years. So it takes a while to learn the craft. It takes years. So one of the biggest things that I've noticed with newer artists is that when they complete their dolls and they go to put them up for sale, they really try to finesse the doll. They try to finesse the box opening, and I feel like they're trying to make up for maybe like some lack in their skills. How I would put this is like maybe creating a super expensive box opening to entice a buyer to buy a doll. I noticed people making these big, huge box openings, and they make sure that they display that and photograph that in the listings. I've noticed it over on some Facebook pages too, where they will not just show pictures of the doll. Like if you notice my listings, it's just the doll. Like I dress the doll up for a photo shoot, make it look cute, do my photos and list it. But you'll notice that people will do photos of everything that's going to be in the box opening, and they'll go out and they'll buy like a whole wardrobe for the doll and a beautiful blanket and all of these cute little things for them, teethers and like really expensive high-end things for the doll. And that's great. Everybody wants a beautiful box opening. I'm not saying that every artist that does this beautiful box opening with the photo album and all those things is doing that. They're not trying to finesse their doll, but I have noticed with some of the newer artists, they will really go all out on an outfit for the doll, for the photographs, for the blankets, the backdrops, the loveys, the diapers. Everything is super high end. And like I said, I'm not saying everybody that does that is trying to finesse the doll and entice you to buy the doll because of the items that come with it. But I'm just noticing an onslaught of that myself over the last couple of years. And the thing is, I think a lot of newer collectors will kind of fall for that. You see all of these beautiful, cute items, and it's really enticing to pay more for really a more beginner level doll. And they're charging a lot for these dolls too. It's not like, if somebody's a beginner artist and they're charging $250, $350 for a doll, and they want to go buy this like big Kate Quinn wardrobe for the doll and like send it home in a luxury diapers, luxury blanket, like Jellycat loveys and all the beautiful things that we really like to indulge in with our Reborn collections. If that's what you're getting in your box opening and you're paying $250 for a doll, fine, go for it. But I think that there's a lot of beginner work out there, and they're charging advanced artist prices, and then they're just really dressing the doll up and finessing the whole box opening to entice you in to pay a higher price, or to make you feel like you're getting a really high-end doll, and you might not be getting a high-end doll. Now, a lot of prototype dolls do include these kinds of box openings because you're paying like thousands of dollars for a high-end prototype doll, and that's understandable. Definitely, if somebody's paying that kind of money for a really high-end doll, I can see, you're going to want to include some nicer things in that box opening. That person who is purchasing from you deserves a much nicer box opening. Now, with that said, if you are a beginner collector, and even some more seasoned collectors do fall for this kind of stuff, I really want you, when you go for your next purchase, to just really try to pay attention to the doll that you're purchasing, because that's what you're purchasing. It's not all the goodies and all the things that come with the doll. That should be extra. Like the things I put in my box opening are extra. You're buying my artwork. You're buying my doll. It's my doll that I am painting and selling to you. That's what you're collecting. That's the whole point of, you're collecting a Reborn doll. You're not collecting box opening items. So these are all things that you can buy for yourself. You don't have to pay money for a doll at high-end prices to get the nice things that come in your box opening. It is okay to enjoy whatever box opening comes with your doll, whatever you pay for your doll, and you can shop for your doll while you're waiting for it to arrive. I call that reborn nesting. I love reborn nesting. I've always loved doing that. Even when I was a collector, that was like my greatest joy. It kept me sane while I was waiting for a doll to arrive. So it was so fun to go out and try to buy some stuff for this baby I was expecting, and do a little nesting. So you can save your money. It's going to cost you a lot less to go buy some really cute, sweet items while you're waiting for your baby, or to take your baby on a little outing and go shopping when your baby arrives. That's fun to do too. So just beware of that, though. Like, really pay attention to the details of your baby. Pay attention to the photos. Really pay attention to the artist and their previous work. You're going to want to really research your artist and make sure you have a really good artist. Their work should be consistent. If they are consistently putting out good artwork, beautiful dolls on a very consistent basis, there's not a lot of difference from one doll to another. You want to see consistently good work with your artist, and that's a good sign there. Also, your artist should be listing at least 15 to 20 detailed photos for you to look at, and those should be showing all of the details of the doll: the hands, the feet, the limbs, the head, front and back, hair. You should be able to see every single detail. And if not, do not be afraid to ask for some extra photos. It's okay to request to see parts of the doll that may have been missed in the photo shoot. If you're worried, you want to see all of the parts of that doll to make sure everything is okay. So just a tip there. So just don't get sucked in, everybody, by what I would call the fancy Reborn doll. You're not buying the box opening. Nice box openings are wonderful to have, but that is a bonus. What you are purchasing is the actual artwork. You want to be more focused on the doll, because that's what you're going to have to enjoy in the long term, is that doll. That's the part that you're going to enjoy after the box opening. The box opening lasts 5 minutes. Keep that in mind. It's the doll that is going to bring you the most joy for months or even years to come. So be really picky about the dolls that you're buying. Just don't fall into that trap. And definitely you don't want to be paying large amounts of money just because somebody dressed up the doll. Also, take this with a grain of salt. Anything I say on my channel, it's just my opinion. This is just my platform, and this is just how I see things, but it may not be true in all cases, so keep that in mind. This is not always the case, but let me know in the comments down below how you feel about your box openings. Are you really more drawn towards a bigger box opening with your doll? Is that super meaningful to you when you go to purchase a doll? Is that something you really think about, is what is included with that doll? And what do you expect to receive in the box opening? Drop a comment down below and let me know how you feel about this. How absolutely adorable is this sweet little girl? She was snatched up and adopted straight away by Auntie Ayami. So she is currently on her way home, and I cannot wait for her new mommy to meet her. She is just the cutest little chunky monkey I have ever seen. If you are interested in adopting one of my babies, I do have one more vinyl baby up for adoption, baby Oakland, on my website. Go check her out. Also, I have 2 full body silicone babies, a boy and a girl. So go check them out if you are interested. And if you are interested in more behind the scenes footage and want to be a part of a more intimate group of friends in the Reborn community, feel free to go check out my memberships. And if you're interested, feel free to join on. I will see you all on the next video, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those cute little chunky monkey babies. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, everyone.